Welding! I never did anything art ever. I was terrible at drawing. I was terrible at everything art related. I was like, oh my god, welders are cool. I want to work with something that has like fire. Like I just thought it was cool.
I like using the tools because it makes me feel powerful.
I don't think I would be into school as much as I am now. Like, I go home and I'm like, oh mom, I know how to weld, like, and I tell people, whenever they ask me, oh, you go to high tech, and it's like, yeah, like, I guess I always bring up creation. I'm like, oh, I know how to weld at my school. I was taught, and I know how to solder wires together, and I know how to use a staple gun, and I know how to use this and this and this and a table saw. I think it makes a big difference on how excited I am to go to school.
I don't know, it just like really clicked for me. Like I really enjoyed everything that we were doing, and it was just like my aha moment or something. I really enjoyed learning how to use like the hand tools and the welders and all of that, and I feel that it really helped me be who I am today.
Hi, my name is Madison Fessia, and I am the founding managing director of Room 13 Boston. Room 13 is an international organization started by 9 to 11-year-olds in Scotland. It consists of an artist-in-residence that works professionally alongside students while students run the room. We are lucky enough to have Excella High School in South Boston as our host school. They offered a great room and have been working hard with us to open Room 13 Boston for the 2015-2016 school year, but we need a little help getting there.
Hi, my name is Amy Raymond, and I'm the artist in residence for the future Room 13 Boston. High school is a very interesting time. You're wrestling with these questions of who am I and what do I have to contribute to the world. And when I started teaching high school, I started teaching design because that was what I knew. And then I realized that design gives students agency to develop their ideas and make something real. They're doing real work. They're welding, they're building, they're designing, and the stuff that they build, they're very proud of. So if you came into Room 13, you would see students doing work that they're proud of, their own work.
It's more like personal, and there's really no limits to what you can design, so it could be in any form you want, like a painting or drawing or actual like physical sculpture.
I was the artistic director. I had a lot of help from Hannah, and we basically created exactly what we wanted the whole thing to look like, and we basically, like, it was like my exact drawing from paper to like huge, like, I don't remember how, it was humongous, and it was really cool seeing my drawing come to life.
It's fun to like have an idea and then like work towards that idea and then see it finished.
I use the scheme of colors that I found at the actual Ocean Beach on one of their paintings. So I decided I wanted to bring that and incorporate that into our exhibit. And it took forever because I wanted to have like a color of turquoise and then like a navy blue and a baby blue. So I had to paint both sides, and it took a while, but it actually came out pretty nice.
I talk to the teachers when they want a new project to be curated by us, and so, like, they get in contact with me, I figure out what they want, and then I assign a group to do that. And then like I deal with the group and help them. And then once they're ready to like start building and everything, I tell them like, hey, you need to do a budget, you need to do all this, and then I let them on their own.
Okay, go ahead. I feel like I would have been a lot more limited, at least in my capabilities or even my mindset and thinking like, oh, I want to do this, how do I get there? That learning how to build really helped like set the path for me, like knowing that I am capable of making something on my own.
When students are in Room 13, I want them to feel like they can do things and be proud of the things that they do. And in order for that to happen, it has to be a safe environment. And they need to feel okay making mistakes. And I make a fair amount of mistakes. And you know, when I'm building, I try to talk to the kids and be honest about the mistakes that I'm making. One of my students told me, gosh, Miss Amy, it's like we're teaching you. I'm like, yes, it is like you're teaching me, because you are. I learn from them just as much as they learn from me. And that's a core value of Room 13.
I guess people like doubt high school students, like, oh, you made this? And like, yeah, of course you did.
I knew my grandpa did it and my dad knew how to do it, but then I was like, why would I want to do something that's like for the guys, you know? Like, I wanted to be able to do what they could do and like be better than them in a way. So like when I go like home and I'd be like, oh yeah, I welded that. My cousins, like my guy cousins are like, what? And I'm like,
I like how we came up with the idea and I like how we built it. I would have never thought that we'd build something so big, especially as freshmen. Now that I look back on that, that's kind of scary. But I think that's the biggest takeaway, that we can do pretty much anything.
But if I do something myself, all by myself, it kind of makes me think like, you know, I can do this. And if I can do this, I can probably do other things.
Art isn't just paintings and sculptures, and it's like whatever how you express yourself and how you can make something out of nothing and say, this is mine, and I'm proud of it. And that was the first place I could ever do that.
A lot of people ask me why I have students from San Diego helping me start a program in Boston. But when I found Room 13 and knew it was a student-led program, I knew I had to talk to my former students about it. At High Tech High, we had created a student-run design program together before, so really they're the experts on what it's like to start that kind of program with me, and the feedback they have for how I can improve as an educator or the way that the program should be run is invaluable. And I honestly can't imagine doing it without them because they're remarkable.
It was very personalized. I got to add my own touch of creativity instead of just doing what the teachers wanted me to do. It was very free and personalized.
I was going to say freedom.
I felt like going to 6th grade, our creation class was a very big safe place, and we got to do basically whatever we wanted.
I was like really intrigued with like building with other people too, like in big groups, and we were able to like have our own voice, like being heard.
Because it makes me want to do better at it, because it's actually my idea instead of just the teacher just to pass the class doing it.
Like all just creative minds flowing and just hanging out, like doing something that we all enjoyed instead of like being put into like a little cage and like being forced to like listen.
Yeah, and it was cool because I didn't have a teacher telling me like, work on this today. I was like, all right, I'm going into class, I'm gonna say hi to like my friends, and then I'm gonna start work. Like, it's not like a teacher had to tell me what to do, because I already know what I needed to do because it was my project, so I was the one who was kind of in charge of it.
It was something that really interested me, and like I finally found something that I want to like go deeper into and actually like even think about going into like a field for college or something like that. So like it all started with like the Path project, and like yeah.
I always take on the design aspect of projects now. So I'm starting to think that I want to become a designer in something when I grow up. So it was kind of something that started a passion, I guess.
I really want other people to like find out about themselves if they don't already know what their weaknesses and strengths are. Helping them discover that and bringing this type of energy to another school, I think, is an awesome opportunity.
I feel like it gives us an opportunity to work with people, not only in school but outside of school. So I'd like to see it grow outside of the school and eventually become a community thing.
There are a lot of possibilities of what will develop in Room 13 Boston, and I don't really even know what the program is going to turn into. It really depends on the students that take ownership of it in Boston and what they want it to be. But there's a lot of potential, and the only thing really standing in the way of that right now is the resources we need to get the program running for the first year.
So this is where you come in. We need your help in raising the funds for our first year of the program. There are 2 ways to contribute. One is a tax-deductible donation through PayPal on our website. The second way you can donate is by sponsoring a tool. On our page is a list of tools we need, and you can pick a tool to send directly to Room 13 Boston, which is also tax-deductible. Any support is a huge help. Thank you for watching.